good, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of Behind the Gloves with your boy, Kyle Ramos, turned keeper, turned mic man. All right. This podcast is where we break it down from the net to the mic. If you're new here, I just started this. I love the game. Played it, studied it, watched it forever. Different angles, as a keeper. Again, everybody knows. And now I want to talk about the raw, the real, from a goalkeeper's perspective, right? Sometimes I'll have people on here with me. Sometimes it'll just be me. But in every episode is for the love of the game. Yesterday, we had some freaking incredible games. We really did. I mean, we had Man City versus Juventus, right? Where I thought Juventus, were going to give like a really good fight back. Clearly, that was wrong. I had Man City winning, yes, and they won 5-2, but I didn't think they were going to dominate. I didn't think they were going to win like that. I thought they were going to win maybe 2-1, maybe 3-2. I didn't think they were going to dominate 5-2, though. So, I mean, we had, or not we, sorry, I'm a Madrid fan, my bad. They had Man City dominate with 24 total shots to Juve's 5, Shots on target, they had 11-2. Big chances, they have 5. Dominated. Absolutely dominated. And then it's so sad that Juve's defender, they hate horror show of an own goal. In the 26th minute in the first half, I mean, right there, they were tied 1-1. Within 15 minutes, they were tied 1-1. Then they scored an own goal. And it was, after that, it flipped on its head. I mean, you got 3 more goals from them. Yes, Juve did score a goal again. Make it 5-2. I mean, but now Juve have a tough opponent as well the next round. Everyone knows their history. Juventus, and already, Madrid. That massive rivalry already. Let's run it. Run it, Juventus. Run it. We also had Wydad, Casablanca, and Al Ain. I called that one, though. I called that one on its head top. 2-1. I had that one coming out. They had possession was 50-50. Total shots, Al Ain had 18 to Casablanca's 11. Shots on target, 5-2. Big chances, 4-2. I mean, listen, it was a close game. It was a good game. I mean, with Casablanca scoring in the 4th minute, it's I thought right then, I was like, damn, this is gonna be a tight game. And it was. I mean, they scored in the first half, right? Al Ain scored in the first half, 45 plus 1 of the penalty. Then they didn't waste no time. They wasted no time whatsoever. They scored in the 50th minute. They're like, we're running it back. We're coming. We're coming. We're here. Make it 2-1. And that was a good game. So I went 1-1 with my predictions. With the score predictions. I knew Man City was going to win. I just didn't think they were going to win like that. But we also had, you already know, the best team in the world. Real Madrid versus Red Bull's Salzburg. Listen. They did win. Yeah, they did win. But they could do better. Madrid played down. Right, there were a lot of mess ups. I mean, Vinny's goal. First of all, wait, before we even do that, the Salzburg goalkeeper, 18 years old. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly because his name is a little complicated, but he had an incredible save in the first half against Vinicius Jr. With that trailing left leg, he had to sit so confidently and wait. Sorry, he had to wait. He had to time that perfectly with the leg to stick out to get to that. Saved his team from maybe 4, maybe 5, because that was early in the half. So he did well. And listen, they may have won 3-0, and all props to the keeper, because unfortunately there was nothing he could have done against Vinicius' goal. There was nothing he could have done against Valverde's goal. And Gonzalo Garcia, I mean, world-class finish from him. If you saw Gonzalo Garcia, the goalkeeper almost did the same thing he did to Vinny to Garcia with that trailing leg, and Garcia learned, I'm a just little dink right over him, and it worked. I mean, listen, they scored, right? They did well. Madrid dominated possession, and although they did tie in shots, Courtois had a good game. It was a very boring game for him. He didn't really have that many shots on target. Most of the shots were fairly, that's just normal goalkeeping, right? He didn't really do much. So, but in the second half, Madrid really didn't play well. In the beginning, in the first about 10, 15 minutes, I was like, bro, what are we doing? We're playing down. Everybody knows, you don't play down to your opponent ever. You don't ever. We played them before. We played Salzburg before 5-2, but Salzburg changed almost their entire lineup. There were only 2 players from Salzburg that played now when they played back then. They changed 9 players from that starting lineup when Madrid played them back in February 5-2. Look at that. It was 3-0, right? But again, props to Salzburg's goalkeeper, because even that save was incredible. Again, Courtois really didn't do much, but listen, still the best goalkeeper in the world. I don't want to hear it. People talk crap. That's fine. It is what it is. We also had in that same group, there were so many different outcomes that could have happened. If Madrid and Salzburg tied, I believe Salzburg would have gone ahead. If Madrid and Salzburg tied, and I think if Al Hilal and Pachuca tied, Salzburg would have gone in, because I think goal differential. There were so many different variables that could have happened, right? Al Hilal versus Pachuca, 2-0. I really thought Pachuca was going to come out on top. I'm not going to lie to you. I was hoping that they did, to be quite honest with you. I wanted them to win. Right. So, Pachuca had 13 total shots. Al Hilal had 8. They had 2 on target. They had to Al Hilal's 3 shots on target. 4 big chances for Al Hilal. 2 big chances missed. It was a pretty even match. They were up 2-0. They were up 1-0 in the first half in the 22nd minute. Al Hilal. It could have gone either way, but unfortunately, right at the end, and dying light, they scored again at a 90 plus 5. There's nothing you can do about that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do about that. Team scores late in the second half. It's basically done. We've seen crazy things, but I don't think we've seen crazy things like that, though, where Pachuca could have came back. But whatever. We move on to the round of 16, where we have Real Madrid versus Salzburg. Real Madrid versus Juventus. And let's go back to this, right? I have been a Madrid fan for all my life. I can't wait for this to happen. God, I wish that game was here, closer to me. I would have tried my absolute hardest to have gone there, to watch, to see Madrid play against Juventus. Let me know what you think those scores. I think Madrid win. With their last performance, I think Madrid win 3-0. I think Madrid win 3-0. Watch. I'm telling you right now. All right. I'm telling you right now. Let's see. So you have Juventus, Real Madrid, and Dortmund versus what is it? It's Monterrey, right? I hope Monterrey win. Why? You already know why. If you're here, you already know why. As a soccer fan, you want to see Sergio Ramos, the greatest center back of all time, play against his old team. You're lying to me if you're telling me you don't want that. Looking at it right now, right? I don't know how you wouldn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you not want that? To see that, man. Oh, there was nothing more. You remember when there was like a small chance where that Madrid needed defenders, because last season was a shit show. Oh my God, I was like, this is horrible. When Ramos was a free agent, I was talking, and I was like, please come home for one season, come home for the next 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Just come here for 6 months, right? Never did. But we might get that chance back. We might run that chance back. Another game we got. PSG versus Miami. Does the GOAT himself beat his old team? Or do the champions of Europe beat Miami and beat Messi? That'll be interesting. That's going to be a very interesting game. It's going to be very interesting. Tomorrow, though, Chelsea versus Benfica, which is going to be an incredible game, obviously. That'll be an incredible game to watch, right? I mean, we can get that in Champions League, but this is going to be good here. But the Brazilian teams in this tournament have been outrageous. I don't think many people expected the Brazilian teams to dominate the way they did. You're lying to me if you think that they were really gonna dominate. Unless you really follow the Brazilian league like that. I don't personally. But I think after this, I might have to. I might have to. Botafogo beat PSG. Think about, let's put it that way. They beat PSG. Palmeiras tied with Inter Miami. Decent game. All right, 2-2. Decent game. It's going to be very, very interesting tomorrow to see who goes to the next round. Because, right, if one of those Brazilian teams, they go against Benfica or Chelsea, right? On the other side, on the same bracket, you have Man City versus Al Hilal. I think Man City is going to win that one. Fluminense versus Inter Milan. I would like to see Fluminense win. Then you got PSG versus Miami. And you have Flamengo versus Bayern Munich. These are going to be very good games for the next few weeks. Or 2 weeks. A week. No, this week. July 1st. These are going to be very interesting. And guess what? I'm going to be here. I'm going to give you my stats. I'm going to give you my predictions. Right? And again, I want please, just go in the comments, right? And if I'm wrong, tell me. Let's fight at it. Let's go at it. Come on. But if I'm right, just saying. I'm just saying that'll be incredible. It would. So tomorrow we got heat. But just want to say thank you. I appreciate you vibing with your boy on episode 2. If you got predictions, reactions, or takes on your own, hit me up on my IG, my TikTok. Comment down below. Drop a comment. DM me. Anything you want. Let's do it. Let's build something real here. That's the goal here. To give you that goalkeeper's perspective. So, from the net to the mic, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.